Let me introduce myself. I'm Mohammed Hassan, one of the residents here in the histopathology department. I'll be giving a talk on a paper, Pathology on Twitter, the network that never sleeps. So it was published this year in March in the Lab Medicine, which is an official journal of ASCP. And the first author is Dr. Sanjay Mukhopadhyay, and the other authors are Dr. Hermalin, Dr. Eve Train, Dr. Kamran Mirza. So the question is, what is Twitter? Twitter is just a social media platform, or you can say a website that allows users to create content and then they exchange it. And content could be anything, like this picture of a cute cat or a donut on a national Hug Your Cat Day or a National Donut Day. And the question is, would you rather hug a cat or have a donut? So it's a question that they ask from the Twitter community. Likewise, content could be related to pathology within educational value, like this photograph of a gross specimen of a kidney showing urothelial carcinoma, and there was an incidental finding of having two ureters and two renal pelvises. So how to get started on Twitter? So you can go to the app store. You can do it right now. Yeah, you can take out your phones and go to the app store, install the Twitter app, and create the account using the username and the password. And then after creating account, what you should do is update your profile. Like add a profile picture, say something about yourself, introduce yourself, and you should not keep your profile blank because nobody likes to interact with faceless or anonymous identity. So here are the examples of the Twitter profiles, and they're also the authors of this article. Dr. Hermalin, he is an expert on transfusion medicine. Dr. Hermalin has joined us online on a Zoom session, so maybe she can greet the audience and talk a little bit about blood education and transfusion medicine. So, Dr. Hermalin, can you hear us?
Yes, good morning.
Okay,
How is
great.
everyone?
Yes, everyone is good. So let me see if you can we can have your video. Uh, yes.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for inviting me and presenting our article about how you could use Twitter as a place to learn, network, educate, support each other. I find it to be a really amazing opportunity that we could all meet. It's a global collaboration. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about this hashtag. So a hashtag, as you know, is a word that has a number sign in front of it. So this is what a hashtag is in case some of you don't know. And the value to having a hashtag is it can be used as a filing cabinet. So if you're on Twitter or Instagram or any other type of social media, you're able to search for terms using what's called a hashtag. So let's say someone wanted to know more about melanoma, right? So if you hashtag melanoma and you search for it, you'll be able to pull up everything that has the word melanoma in it. And so the hashtag Pledgeducation is a word that tries to combine learning anything that's blood banking related or hematology related with education. So it's Pledgeducation. So we use that and we add that hashtag to posts that we are going to speak about a transfusion medicine or blood banking topic. So we also think of ourselves as Pledgeducation colleagues when we're trying to teach and learn medical education together. So I'd love for us to become friends on social media. It's a fantastic place for us to get to know each other, share pathology cases together. If you're interested in learning more about transfusion medicine, I'd love to connect with you. I only see one face tonight, but I guess there's many faces.
Yes, the other faces are in the audience. The camera is not facing them actually.
Okay, wonderful. So I'll just stay on for a few minutes if you have any questions about using Twitter in our beautiful world of pathology, or just using Twitter in blood banking or transfusion medicine. I'm speaking to a dermatology group tonight. Is that correct?
Actually, I'm a resident with an interest in DAM path.
In derm path. Okay, got it. But this is a general pathology group.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So guys, let me know you have any questions, and if you're too shy to ask tonight, keep in touch with me on Twitter.
Okay, sure thing. And thank you for taking your time out. And we know it's already midnight time zone.
Time for bed.
The beauty of Twitter, like at one place people go to sleep, and like in the other time zone people wake up and start reading the tweets. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
24/7, 365 years a day network that never sleeps. Yeah,
The network that never sleeps.
exactly.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
So let's continue. So the other author of this article is Eve Crane. She is also a hematopathologist from Cleveland Clinic, and she has also sent a recorded video message, which we will play. And she is a co-founder of PathJC. So on Twitter, there are virtual journal club, like we are having a conventional JC here, but on Twitter, there are many journal clubs like Pathology JC or GI Path JC or Dumb Path JC. So most of the time, the moderators there are the first authors. So you get a chance to interact with them. You can ask anything, like, and she's also a deputy director at Pathology Outlines.
Good morning. I'm Eve Crane at Eve Marie Crane at Twitter. Excited to be part of your journal club today, particularly as I hear that you're going to be covering our article with Dr. Mukhopadhyay on the network that never sleeps. Part of the article that I contributed was in regards to the Pathology Journal Club. This has been a really powerful way to get involved and to bring people together on Twitter in ways that I didn't expect. I had done multiple journal clubs just in the traditional format throughout my training, where typically, everyone would read a paper, we'd get together over lunch, and we'd go through each of the figures. It's actually much more fun and much more engaging to do it on Twitter. You can have the figures as individual figures within, of course, Twitter as a JPEG, convert a PowerPoint to individual JPEG images, but it allows kind of broad engagement in the paper, including often from the author itself. And the way that it works is we just have a hashtag, for example, for Pathology Journal Club, hashtag PathJC, and then anyone interested in joining in the discussion at that particular time can just include hashtag PathJC on all their tweets, and then you just follow along. Typically, the paper will be announced at least a few days in advance so that everyone has a chance to read it. And then during the discussion, even if people maybe don't want to comment on the paper, we give an opportunity for them to introduce themselves, so we kind of know who's involved in the discussion, and also people can show a picture of themselves or their pet or some sort of snack that they're having, which kind of really draws people in. It's a lot of fun. And then in terms of the papers, you can go through each individual discussion point, have people say where they might apply this in their practice is really helpful as well. And it really allows for an engaged discussion of the areas that were helpful or maybe less helpful as part of the paper. And so I look forward to potentially hearing back on our paper, maybe other areas that Twitter is valuable that we didn't recognize, or other social media platforms can be utilized in ways that we didn't realize. But yeah, and the other opportunity is that even if people can't attend that journal club at that particular time, then those tweets are still there. You can still pull them up by searching for the hashtag PathJC, and people can continue to comment and continue to discuss the article going forward. And indeed, even from important journal clubs dating back over multiple years, I can still find some of those tweets, and they are very impactful. And this is also an area that journals are recognizing as being very powerful. They'll often make the article available for people to have free access to during that period around the journal club as well, because it realizes they realize that it gains interest in their article, and their article may get more citations. But anyway, this is suburban Cleveland here, and I am just thrilled to be able to reach out to you as part of your journal club there. And of course, if you have any questions about the article or anything else, I'd be happy to answer them, as I know my co-authors would be as well. And we look forward to hearing your thoughts, and hopefully seeing you on the next Pathology Journal Club. Bye. Thanks.
And Dr. Sanjay Mukhopadhyay is the first author of this article, and he has also sent a recorded video message for us, and he is also a co-founder of Pathology Tweet Award. So he'll be talking a little bit about Pathology Tweet Award, how it works.
Panel of judges works all around the year to pick the best among them. Then at the end of the year, we have an expert panel to pick the best among those tweets, and then at the end we run a public poll from which the winners are picked, and then the winners get a small cash award. So in this way, we run an international pathology award for people who engage in education via Twitter. It's completely free for the people who participate, and it is I think, really the only one of its kind in the entire world that does an award in this way. So all the best, Mohammed. I hope your talk goes well.